Are you one of millions of Americans living without a bank account? Maybe you know someone who doesn't have a bank account. Or you may be just sick and tired of giving your money to these large banks to maintain a bank account with them. Being unbanked can present challenges when it comes to managing your finances. So I have 5 options that can help you. It's Sheila here, your Dollar Strategies coach, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I am going to discuss the unbanked and the steps that anyone can take to improve their banking situation and work towards financial stability, because that's what this channel is all about. Here are some of the reasons why some people are unbanked. And the number one reason is that they lack the funds. Many people don't have or make enough money to open and maintain a bank account with a large bank to avoid the minimum balance fees that are being charged because they're living paycheck to paycheck. So each time a check comes in, that money is required to pay for your living expenses, paying bills, grocery shopping, gas, childcare, you name it. So every dollar counts. It could be a geographic location problem, meaning you could be in a rural area, but throughout my travels, I can honestly say that I have seen more and more bank branches closing in the areas. So where you once could drive 5 minutes to handle banking obligations, now it takes 45 minutes to an hour, or you may need someone to assist you. Now you're relying on other people and you just want to handle your business. I believe that sometimes people are unbanked because their applications are rejected at some of these large banks as well because of their credit score. So if it's too low, you have poor payment history, or maybe you've had some bad experiences with some of the large banks where you have overdrafts several times and they closed your account and you're unable to access the services. This happens a lot with the large banks. So those are some of the reasons why people are unbanked. Let's get started with the 5 options that can help anyone improve their financial stability. Option number 1 for the unbanked, for individuals to consider, is using a prepaid debit card. It's similar to the check cards or the gift cards that you may see, like the MasterCards and Visa. The cards function similarly, but I have way better options for you, because that's really not a bank account that you can associate those cards with. There's a possibility of fees being assessed as well. What I'm going to share with you, these cards function similarly to the traditional debit cards or check cards, but they may not be tied to a bank account, but they can be. And they will give you that prepaid debit card option that you can make purchases with. You can pay your bill and you can even receive direct deposits from your paycheck, which will be more than beneficial. There are a few companies that offer the debit cards or check cards. And one quick note, I'm not affiliated with any of these companies and I will not receive a commission for any of the information that I'm going to share with you. The first option is SoFi, which offers the no fee checking account, high yield savings accounts, direct deposits, and the beauty about SoFi is that they offer stock investing opportunities with you. But I suggest that you read the fine print. The other option is Chime. Now, Chime can really help an individual build better credit scores. They offer direct deposits, saving and checking accounts, overdraft protection. It's a loan of sorts up to $200, but they call it overdraft forgiveness up to $200. But you have to remember that you are responsible for paying back any of those funds. And I know things happen to individuals. You forgot a payment and you've already scheduled it, but you had other obligation that took precedence. And now your account is short. In a large bank, you will be charged at least a $35 overdraft fee plus additional funds. It's just a never ending cycle, but they offer that overdraft protection and no maintenance fees. I like SoFi and Chime because I know a few people that use this service as well. The beauty of Chime is that with your direct deposit, it is viewed as a secured loan. So when your direct deposit comes into this account, you're able to spend that money the way that you normally do for groceries, gas, other bill payment services, cell phone, childcare, however you want to use the money. But it appears that it is a secured loan for you. So when your next direct deposit comes in, it appears to the credit bureaus as if you had paid back the loan in a timely manner. And that cycle continues. I know one individual who started with a 586 credit score. And then in a couple of months, no more than 3, had a 720 credit score. That's the way to build your credit score. The next option is one. I did research on, but I figured it was a good option to provide to you because they offer cash back options on your purchases, daily purchases, and reward options similar to a normal credit card. Or if you were using a large bank, they also have these cashback options too because they make deals with a lot of companies, and hopefully some of these companies you actually use. And that way you have more money staying in your bank account or being returned to you as a reward or cashback option. So that is something to take a look at, especially if you're living paycheck to paycheck. You may see a little bit more money staying in your account. By the way, all of these options I've just mentioned and will mention are FDIC insured. That means that the bank goes under or any other fluke things that may happen, which I don't foresee, but because they're FDIC insured, you will be insured and your funds will be insured in these accounts up to $250,000. And that includes your checking and savings account. Now, option number 2 is to explore mobile banking like Cash App or PayPal. In particular, they offer convenient ways for you to send, receive, make those online bill payments, make purchases online from your cell phone, especially because they offer these apps and can provide you with the services that you need on the go. A lot of these other options have the apps available too. So you're never going to be without access to your funds. Option number 3 is credit union. Okay. One quick note about the credit unions. Even though this is a great opportunity, this is especially for those who are sick and tired of the large banks and the maintenance fees that they charge, because the credit unions offer no fee banking, free checking, free savings account. But it's worth considering, especially if you're unbanked. These credit unions are a nonprofit organization owned by the members. So they often offer the lowest fees for car loans, home loan. They have great rates on credit cards and other services that you may require. They're more flexible with their account requirements, but beware, if your financial situation is in shambles at the moment and your credit score is very low, they may not approve your account because you do not have the proper credit or banking history necessary. They may not feel comfortable allowing you into their system, especially if you have several accounts or have used a large bank and you had overdraft charges and you did not pay that money back. You're not going to be approved. So just keep that in mind. But it should be helpful for some people as well. Option number 4, while not ideal, I just thought that I needed to express this because it is a possibility that some people will use the check cashing stores. So it can provide a temporary solution. I'm not knocking that for the unbanked individuals, but that's for people who need cash or need to cash a check, send a money order at this time. But if you take advantage of some of the options that I've already mentioned to you with a checking account, you'll receive checks and you have a high yield savings account, debit card, and credit card. So you can take care of all of your banking needs without check cashing fees that they charge. And the fees for the money orders, or if you need to wire funds. Not the ideal situation, but just make it a temporary solution, not a permanent solution, but it'll offer convenience for those without a bank account. Last but not least is option number 5. Check out online banking services. I've already mentioned a couple, and my favorites are Chime and SoFi, which offer accounts that do not require a minimum balance or charge you monthly fees. These services provide you with features like direct deposits, bill pay, check deposits, where you take a picture of the check and it's deposited into your account. No more going to the local bank branches. SoFi and Chime do not have bank branches, physical location. They're online, and it's easier for you to manage your money and your finances online as well nowadays. So these services will improve your credit scores as well. These 5 options means that being unbanked doesn't have to hold you back. By exploring options like the prepaid, debit cards, credit cards, mobile banking apps, and credit unions, not to forget the check cashing places, though I don't recommend it, but if you have to do what you need to do, you can take steps towards improving your financial situation, working towards financial stability, and improving your credit score while you do it. There are additional resources available to you on my website. I have the link in the About page on my channel, so you can check that out. There are some blog articles that you can read of things that you can do to work towards your financial goals. Okay, it's time to take charge of your money and get on track. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more financial tips on how to improve your financial well-being. Stay tuned for the next video, and I'll talk to you soon.